Hello and welcome to the Race Report. My name is Kiki and this is my new series and first real video on this channel. In this series I'm going to be showing my highlights each week from the Apex Online GT3 League on Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's currently in its 9th season and I'm racing in Tier 5 or Split 5 for you iRacing people out there, out of a possible 10 tiers, so I'm very much decisively average at this game. First race of the season, as you may have seen, is at Paul Ricard. With plenty of runoff, it's a great opening track to find my pace within the tier and you can really get your elbows out without too disastrous results. I qualified P13 with a time of 1:54.782, which is about 4/10 off the pole time. However, it is a 1-hour race with a mandatory pit stop for a tyre change and no refueling is allowed. So there's plenty of time to get some racing in and make up some positions. The weather is a nice 20 degrees Celsius with low cloud and it's looking to be a dry race throughout. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump to the start of the race and see how lap 1 unfolded. But here we are, just coming around the last corner on the formation lap. We have the inside into turn 1, which I think is the best place to be. We're starting P13 and we're just here waiting for those lights to go green and the race to start. And away we go. Here we go down towards turn 1. Not the best start compared to that BMW behind. It gets right up behind us, but we do shut off that inside line and force them to the outside. We don't want to lose the inside into turn 1, especially if there's any incidents going on. We're getting our braking, and there is an incident there as N Shirley is sideways and there's a bit of carnage behind, but we managed to clear all of that and managed to come out in P8 here, just behind the Bentley. Trying to look towards the inside, but nothing going on there. Just defend the position now, stay here in P8. Bit of brake checking there ahead. Bit of concertina effect on lap 1 as you expect. The Bentley goes a bit wide here. We see if there's a way down the inside, but nothing really going, so we're trying to just get the best run we can now onto this back straight and see how the power of the ASTON is compared to this Bentley ahead. Here we are on the back straights, trying to get the slipstream. You can see here we are gaining a lot of time on this Bentley here. We pull out, trying to get the move done before we get to that top corner, the very fast right-hander. Just a dabble of brakes, downshift and throw it in. It does seem like we didn't get the move done here. We have to tuck in, get to the outside again, and that is P7 on lap 1. Going into the next corner now, we see the pink car there of Hodgson running very wide onto the runoff, losing a few positions. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really capitalise on here. We keep it clean as Hodgson rejoins safely there in P6. Just follow this train around now, and Bentley tries to go for a move on the outside, but nothing really going on there. We managed to just hold it off with the better line through the corner. But a great start to the race here as we managed to get from P13 up to P7 on lap 1, avoiding all the incidents and carnage going on around. Just following the train around through the final corner, and that is the end of lap 1. To jump forward to lap 6 now, we can see Hodgson has got the move done on Nagavati, and we're looking to do the same here as we go 3 in a row through the fast right-hander at the end of the straight into this double apex here. As we see the number 13 going a little bit wide, so we look towards the inside to get the move done, capitalise on his mistake. And there we are up to P5 in this race so far. He does have a little look towards the inside, but nothing really going on there. We do manage to shut that off, and yeah, P5. Jumping on to lap 9 now, and we are watching Hodgson in P4 coming down the start-finish straight, and just ahead of him exiting the pit lane, that is Azerkable, the coordinator for Tier 5. As he's giving him the flashes there into turn 1, wanting to get past as he is a back marker. He's under no obligation to actually move out the way as he has pitted and Hodgson has not. Just cannot defend the position. Hodgson again giving the flashes, looks towards the inside into turn 3 but decides better against it. I just can't get the move done. It allows me to gain a lot of time here now in that first sector. As we go towards the back straight into slipstream mode. Both of us now just getting the slipstream off the back of Azerkable. You see the power of the Aston Martin. It beat the Bentley before. Can it do better than the McLaren here? As we go 3 wide down the straight past the back marker. Going now both too wide into this fast right-hander, but luckily I get ahead just enough to be able to get the position with the thanks of a circable. I'm sure that's not really his intention to hold him up enough to make a move done, but you have to take advantage of the back markers where you can, and that is us up to P4. Moving on to lap 14 now, we have caught up to P3. The 2.5 second gap is now down to just half a second as we come down the back straight in the slipstream of this 76 McLaren. Looking towards the outside now into this fast right-hander, see if we can get a move done before pit stop start. If we're going too wide, side by side, giving each other plenty of space and real fair racing there. We both get within the track limits, coming around double right-hander here now as we both go a little bit wide, a little bit of contact, but nothing major. Both very wide though, and he does a great job of defending there, the number 76. It is close to pit stop time though, so I think it's time to box his lap and see if we can get the undercut done. Just one lap forward now, I've taken my pit stop and the 76 has pitted the very next lap, so let's see what happens here as we are on the start-finish straight as the 76 is starting to leave the pit lane. Who is going to come out on top here? Of course I've got the speed that I'm carrying down the straight. It's going to be pretty close, but I am just ahead now, and that is P3 provisionally. We don't get overtaken by anyone else during these pit stops, so we are up to P3. Jumping forward to the final lap of the race, a pretty uneventful second half of the race. You can see there's a 6-second gap now in front and behind of me, but we'll definitely take a podium spot in the first race of the season coming around the final corner now, and that will be P3. Fantastic result for the first race, and on to next week, which will be at Nürburgring in mixed conditions, which will be very interesting indeed. I can't wait for that one. If you want to watch me live, I stream every Tuesday at twitch.tv/KikiMattGaming. I'll put a link in the description below. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe and comment if you have any advice. Obviously, it's my very first video doing on YouTube, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.